but it's going to start off with master grip. That master primary grip, I'm just going to put my support hand in there, I'm going to line up, I'm going to look up, and those sights should be aligned. If they're not, rotate that pistol slightly into where you get it to where those sights naturally align. My other hand, my support hand, I want you to notice the alignment of the bone on my thumb all the way into my forearm. I'm not doing like this. It is lined up with that forearm bone. So primary hand, support hand is going to come in, and I'm going to look to take my palm heel and take up as much friction area as I can here. The more friction area I can cover, the more space that I can cover in this area, the better control I'm going to have over that pistol. So this is the grip. In here, my finger rides right in that area just above this finger. My pinky rides just below that pinky. My other fingers fold in, and one of the things you're going to notice is that everything lines up here. These knuckles here are riding on these knuckles, and everything lines up nice and tight. One more time. Establish that primary hand, establish that secondary hand. I'm in the compressed state. I'm going to punch out. My legs are about shoulder width apart. I've got good balance. From here, everything, I'm just looking down, everything is lined up. I look up, and I've got natural sight alignment on that pistol. What I don't want is I don't want to draw up the pistol, come to a compressed state, come here, and then now I have to torque that pistol left or right to line up the sights. That's additional time that I won't have, and that's attention that I'm focusing on my pistol that I should be focusing on things that are going on downrange. My sight alignment is all established with my grip and with my frame, with my punched out frame. So this is something that really needs to be established right from the get-go. It needs to be one of the first things that you do is establishing your primary firing hand grip, your support hand, and establishing your frame with that natural point of aim and that natural alignment. From there, I can pivot easily to each different direction, and I know that my sights are staying aligned. Recently important, especially as you start working in low light conditions, because as we saw in the technique that was used yesterday, that light is going to go on. I'm going to shut the light off, I'm going to sidestep, and then I'm going to fire my shot. I'm going to break that shot actually from the dark. I establish that natural point of aim. I lower my eyes, sidestep, and I can pick up on that target without any trouble whatsoever. So understand that when you're shooting in close ranges, a lot of it is going to have to do with kinesthetic alignment. It is not going to be a situation where you are actually verifying front sight and rear sight are in alignment and therefore I break the shot. By the time you got done doing that, you're already going to be shot. Start off with just a half step to the side with your eyes lowered and then fire that shot. You're going to see that your shots are still going to go very close to where your point of aim originally was if you keep your body alignment lined up properly. Alright, so remember, whether using a pistol, using a rifle, use the tool as it's supposed to be used. In the case of using airsoft, the purpose is not to build any sort of marksmanship ability. The purpose of this is to practice the mechanics, the weapons manipulation. In the case of a rifle, where I have a weapons mounted light, what I want to do is I want to be able to access that light, and I want to be able to do so with my support hand. So I grasp the pistol or the rifle, I'm operating that light while I'm operating the controls with my primary hand. So keep in mind, this is something that does require practice and coordination. It's not something you're going to pay a couple $100s for a course, go do it one time at night and never come back to again. You need to have the ability to practice this on a consistent basis. Like we've talked about in some of the previous videos, particularly in a low light video. I need to be able to practice with my light continually, because that is going to be the most likely time that I am going to be attacked is in low light conditions. Alright guys, so that gives you a little bit of an overview of some of the things that get involved as far as utilizing a weapons mounted light. Some of the techniques, at least some of the techniques that I use, and some of the drills that you can use to be able to become more proficient at that. Understand that this is just a quick overview highlight. The more in-depth videos are over on our Patreon channel, and I appreciate you guys who follow me over there. I still am going to be producing videos on YouTube, just like I promised you guys, but the majority of the more in-depth content is going to be over at Patreon. Also, we have t-shirts that we're starting to sell that are available in the description box. The link to the Patreon channel is also in the description box of the video. And really, this is just something that I'm blessed to have an opportunity to be able to do. Teaching is something that I love to do. I don't do it as a means of income. The Patreon channel and the income that is generated from that is solely to be able to purchase more equipment, be able to purchase better equipment, and to be able to provide better opportunities as far as training. This is something that God has provided me with an opportunity to do, and I'm thankful for it. If He blesses it, so be it, and if He doesn't, then we'll just continue to do videos at the level that we are. So you guys continue to train hard. Thanks for your